welcome Jandal, Fogelsville, and Ironton families to Mr. Meeker's 4th grade open house for 2020. Unfortunately, this is the way we have to do it this year through a computer screen. But I am excited to be here with you. I'm excited to share some information about our classroom that we're going to have this year. And at the end, there'll be an opportunity for you to fill out a Google form and ask questions. And I will be filling out those and being able to answer those and send those back to you guys. All right, so let's go through our slides here. So I want to start off with just my message for this year. There's 4 words down here. We have flexibility, we have patience, we have teamwork, and we have kindness. The first few weeks so far have gone really well. The support that you guys have given me, working with me and working with your children, have made it successful so far. The technology hasn't been so much of an issue either, so that's a plus, knock on wood. So again, flexibility, patience, teamwork, and kindness. Those are going to be my 4 main words for me and you, and also for our kids as well. Okay. Just a little information here for contacting me. We have Schoology message. This is going to be the best way to contact me. The reason being is because through Schoology, when you send a message, it goes through my Schoology, so I can see the little notification there, but I also get an email as well, so I'm seeing both, and it's just a little quicker way for me to respond to you as well. Another option, again, if you'd like, you could just do the email as well. I've gotten a few emails this year. And then finally, there is my channel number. If you call the school number, Mrs. Stimfel can forward you guys to me if I'm not meeting. If I have free time, it'll ring on my phone and I'll be able to talk to you then. Okay, so there's a little contact information. Sample schedules. So there's been a lot of questions on this from parents, for the first few weeks about what's the schedule look like. We are going to have 2 different types of schedules. This is for the 5-day week, okay? So you're going to see Schedule A and Schedule B. Schedule A is going to be during a 5-day week. It's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then on that Wednesday, we're going to have Schedule B. So if you look at Wednesday, school for the kids starts a little later in the day. I don't meet with the kids until around 11 o'clock that day. The reason being is because on the Wednesdays, we have professional development where we meet with our teams on Wednesday mornings. So I have to meet with my hybrid teachers that are teammates with me. So it looks a little different. And then on that Wednesday, I plan to do a little bit more small group time as well with the kids. Okay. On Schedule A at 11:15, you can look here, we have something called AIM. For those that don't know that, that's our I&E time, which stands for Intervention and Enrichment. So Fogelsville and Ironton parents, your schools might have called it something else. We called AIM, which stands for Always Improving Myself. During that time, I'll have my Tier 1 kids, and then students that are Tier 2 and Tier 3 will go to other teachers for some small group intervention time. On Wednesdays, we do not have that time because the schedule is a little bit condensed. Okay. Now, also up here, it says 4-day weeks will follow Schedule A. Again, if we have 4-day weeks or 3-day weeks or 2-day weeks, we're going to follow the normal Schedule A. We get rid of that Wednesday Schedule B. Okay. Oh, at the bottom there's a little reminder. Schedules will be posted on Friday, and assignments/activities will be published in Schoology at 8:30 each day. Just some of our curriculum. Our curriculum hasn't changed from years past, so if you're Parkland parents, you should know that we have, for reading and writing, we have our Wonders curriculum. For math, we have our Go Math curriculum. For science, we have our Carolina Science Online. For social studies, we're going to be doing the Tales of the Towpath, which your kids have already experienced the first few weeks here. And then we're also going to do map making, and we're going to talk about different regions of the United States. Actually, all the regions of the United States. And then finally, we have social emotional learning, which we kind of do for our classroom meeting times as well. So these are located in Clever, as you can see, and then the social emotional learning stuff, that's going to be located in Schoology. And I'm going to go through Schoology and Clever in a little bit. All right, assignments and activity check-in. So I'm going to be checking assignments 2 times per week. I'm going to be checking them midweek around 4 o'clock and at the end of the week by 4 o'clock. Students are going to be able to earn Schoology badges for completing their work. Student accountability / responsible they're responsible for their learning. Check to see if they earn their badge. If students do not see their badge midweek or by the end of the week, they should reach out to me via Schoology. So if your kid goes on Thursday and they don't see the midweek check on their badge, which looks like this, they'll see that on their Schoology, they're going to have to check with me. Hey, Mr. Meeker, what am I missing? What do I need to finish? And then I can let them know. As far as this badge here, that's going to be your 100% completion. You finished all of your assignments for the week, and that's a great job. So there's the badge for 100% completion for the week. Some tips for home support. So the first one here we have prepare for success. Just make sure they have a clean and organized space, limited distractions, and then utilize those break times. Anytime I have a break time, get your kid up and out and off of their chair and away from the computer screen, because we are on the computer screen a lot this year. Unfortunately, that's just the way the times have us be. Get them up and move around. All right. Limited distractions is a big one. Try to get them in a quiet space if possible. I know a lot of you have multiple kids at home, so do your best to limit distractions. Continue to communicate. Don't hesitate to reach out, ask questions. I'm here to answer questions. Okay. Support academically. Guide and support their academics. Do not give them their answers. And I'll talk about assessments in a minute here. Just if they need help with something, try to just guide them, support them. Do not give them the answer right away. See if they can figure it out first. If they really struggle to figure it out, have them reach out to me and we can go over it one-on-one. Getting familiar with the tech tools. Just play around with the stuff that's in Clever and Schoology. You can play around with it. It's not going to hurt. Just try the different things. There's a lot of things on Clever, which I'll show you, that the kids can just try out. All right. And then finally, another thing is behavior. So we have the digital classroom expectations. Again, so the kids, spinning in chairs, in a rocking chair, just make sure they're seated nicely. Make sure, like if your kid keeps unmuting themselves, just make sure they know when to unmute themselves at appropriate times. And then finally down here we have our SWIBS program, which is our positive behavior program. And at Jandal we do red tickets, and usually if a kid is showing that they're respectful, responsible, and safe, we can give them a red ticket, and they can go down and put it on the principal's 200 board, and then from there we get 10 in a row winners, and then we pick out prizes for them. Now, being that we're on digital learning, we will still have digital red tickets that we're eventually going to push out to you guys. So anybody who's working really hard, showing that they're respectful and responsible, I can send digital red tickets, and then kids can earn prizes just like the kids here at school can earn prizes. And if a kid at home earns a prize, then you guys can come in and pick it up from school. Okay. Here's our assessments. This letter here, it'll be linked in this Google that I'll send to you, the Google Drive slides. That's just a letter to parents, and I'll show you that later. So just tips for assessments at home. Designate a quiet place free from distractions as a work area for your student. Offer structure such as focus time to increase engagement and promote progress. Ensure your student has a charged device such as laptop, tablet, or mobile phone, but usually we're just going to do it from our Chromebooks. And periodically check in on your student to make sure they're actively working. Okay. All right. Attendance. So the teacher is going to take attendance based off their access of live instruction and their completion of assignments. Down here, you can see just kind of how we figure out, have they attended, are they marked present, or are they marked absent. Students are required to meet with me during live instruction as to not miss any important concepts taught. So down here, if a student accesses and completes work, yes, they're present. If they complete work, but they miss some of the live instruction, technically they're still present. Okay? But if they access if they're accessing live instruction with me, but they're not finishing assignments, we have to mark them absent. And if they're not doing either of those, again, we have to mark them absent. All right. Clever and Schoology walkthrough. Let's see what it looks like for your child. I'm going to skip that, and we'll come back to that. And then be on the lookout for a follow-up Google form where I'm going to field questions that you still have after viewing. I'll send that with this presentation. All right. So let's take a look at Clever and Schoology. So this is where kids are going to access all of their work. So if you go down here, theirs is going to look very similar to this. This is my Clever page, but your students have a lot of the same apps that I have. They're going to have Schoology, they're going to have Go Math, they're going to have Wonders, they're going to have Moby Max, they're going to have Discovery Education, and so on. All these ones are going to be big ones for them to choose. All right. So whenever I assign something in Wonders, they're going to be able to click into this McGraw-Hill, and that'll take them to their assigned things to do. All right. The big one here is Schoology. All right. So this is what theirs is going to look like. This is my course, Mr. Meeker's online course. I like to just keep it real simple and put all their things right here, right in assignments. This assignments button is always going to take them to what they need to do for that week. So right now we're in September 8th through 11th. Yesterday, the kids worked on things from Tuesday. Today, they're going to work on things from Wednesday. They can click into the Wednesday folder, and I always stick in here an exact schedule of what they're going to be red, live with me, or blue, kind of on their own. So if you go through here, you're going to see the schedule for the day. And then down here, we're going to have some of the activities. Please remind your children that they need to complete the items when it is on the schedule. So if we're doing a math lesson, they have to wait till I instruct it and we do math for them to complete it. I don't want them working on it during morning work or during our classroom meeting. That's just not an appropriate time to do it. If for some reason you have an appointment and you have to miss and you have to do it earlier, we'll talk, and that should be fine. Okay. So they're going to be able to access all their things here in Schoology. All right. And that is pretty much all we have for our open house. Thank you guys for listening. Again, if you have questions, I'm going to be sending out a Google form attached with this slide presentation, and you can ask a question, and then I'll send out a list of frequently asked questions, and then I'll answer them all. Okay? Thanks, guys. Bye.